from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And some space here. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Newman. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Newman. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Kick is right there. It's good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. First carry for Najee Harris. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense for the Browns, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming. To throw, Kaepernick. He gets it complete to Harris.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Kaepernick now on first down. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. Again, it's Harris. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try and run with Harris. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Najee Harris hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Newman.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Now Newman.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Chubb. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Chubb again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 16th touchdown of the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Now the pass finding its way to the hands of Eric Ebron. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. 50 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Sometimes the visuals don't exactly work out the way you expect. They wanted to let him use his size there and float one up to him, but he wasn't able to get any separation. The DB was right on him and forced the incompletion.
The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he finds his target, Ebron.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. From the gun, it's Kaepernick.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A quick throw by Kaepernick complete.
Touchdown! Deontay Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 14-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll they'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play the...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. And in this very... night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like
this,
it is cold, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Hey, 91.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, this is Harris, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Kaepernick operating on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. To throw, it's Kaepernick.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted.
Picked off by Sidney Jones. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
That burst good for 20 and a first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Newman. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Play action. Now Newman. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, it's Hunt. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Newman looking to throw it.
It's caught by OBJ.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Newman to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Newman. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, it's Washington. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw at this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Gets by him at the 25.
You know they pay me extra.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Juju Smith-Schuster. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Boswell good with the extra point. The lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now it's Newman. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look.
And they'll try and throw for it with Newman.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now they set up a screen for McFarland.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
McFarland running out of the gun.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Harris.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And they open the lead up now to 25. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Returnable here from the 38. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 73 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly...
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Malik McDowell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will swell out 1 more. The kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Steelers,
The victory gets them back to 500, 8-8 on the year.
that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more,